The arrival of spring causes many people to go out and appreciate its beauty in nature, with spring wildflowers popping up and birds building nests. But there is even more beauty beneath the surface of spring streams that few people see or notice. This brilliantly colored fish may look like it belongs on a coral reef, but it is in fact native to the eastern United States and quite common in small headwater streams. This is a male orange throat darter, with his colors at their peak for the spring spawning season. Only the males develop these brilliant colors. Females are brown or tan, with few colorful markings near the tail. When there are stark differences between males and females, it is known as sexual dimorphism. In many animals with sexual dimorphism, it is female mate choice that drives the evolution of the spectacular colors and displays of males. But this is actually not the case with the orange throat darter, as females seem to have no preference for male appearance. Instead, it is competition between males that drives successful mating. Larger, more colorful males are better able to defend territories and females that enter them from other males. The more colorful a male is, the more of a warning that is to potential rivals. Once a female enters a male's territory, they spawn by burying eggs in clean, silt-free gravel. Many other species of fish are also spawning. This creek chub is building a nest, or redd, by moving rocks to create a depression. After the female lays her eggs in the nest, buried in the gravel, the male stands guard. Fossils can be common in some streams, like this crinoid stem. Crinoids once lived in the sea that covered much of North America. Crinoids are animals related to starfish and sea urchins and are composed of three parts: a head or crown, a columnar stem, and a holdfast. In some areas, crinoid fossils are extremely abundant, both as free stems in the gravel and embedded in the rocks. Crinoid heads are less common, but still can be found. Some crinoids still live today, and though they are now mostly limited to the deep sea, they were once extremely abundant, covering the bottom of the shallow seafloor that once covered much of North America. Though the sea and the crinoids that populated it are long gone, more aquatic biodiversity exists where they once stood. In the shallows, central stone rollers are busy at work excavating nests. Males undergo dramatic changes to prepare for spawning, going from a typical-looking minnow to developing extensive tubercles all over the body, white lips, and orange-tinged fins. Males will work together to build nests, but become territorial once they are complete, with larger males defending nests and chasing away rivals. Creek chubs and central stone rollers are the reproductive architects of shallow streams, doing the work of providing and maintaining clean, silt-free gravel, which is a valuable commodity for spawning fish. Many other species will take advantage of this habitat to spawn themselves. Here, 5 species of fish can be seen over the gravel excavated by stone rollers, including creek chubs, striped shiners, southern red-bellied dace, orange throat darters, and stone rollers themselves. Some of these species are not gracious guests to their host, such as these orange throat darters, who eat the eggs of the creek chub and lay their own in the nest. These southern red-bellied dace sneak in to spawn when a chub is spooked off its nest. Amphibians are breeding in the creek too, though the presence of fish limits the amount of species present. Pickerel frogs are one species of frog that frequent streams, and will deposit their eggs right in the main channel of streams alongside fish. The natural toxicity of this species likely provides their young more protection against fish predation than other amphibian species. Southern two-lined salamanders are another species that is well adapted to living in streams alongside fish. They are one of the most resilient amphibians and can even be seen in polluted urban streams. The male and female mate in individual pairs. Then the female moves into the creek to select a nesting rock. She chooses a flat rock with only a small gap between the rock and the stream bottom to exclude predators, and lays her eggs. The eggs appear as white capsules suspended from a jelly string. The female will remain with the eggs to guard them until they hatch. Flat rocks with small gaps are ideal nesting places, but sometimes the salamanders must share this microhabitat. Another species' eggs lie on the underside of rocks and streams. They lack the jelly of amphibian eggs, and if you look closely, small eyes are visible. They too are guarded. This is a male mottled sculpin, and he is tending to his offspring. He fans his fins to keep his eggs aerated and free of silt. He guards his nest mere inches away from the female two-lined salamander doing the same. Once the sculpin eggs hatch, they float downstream into the current and disperse. If you look closely, sculpin hatchlings can be seen emerging from this male's nest and flowing downstream, where they'll start their lives on their own. It is common for male fish to guard offspring across many different families, especially in species where the males establish and defend territories prior to spawning. This male Johnny Darter has established a territory around a small flat rock. He chases away most intruders, but a female Johnny Darter is allowed to approach. No spawning has happened today, but perhaps he will have better luck later. This fantail darter has already spawned and is defending his eggs. This is a hard and constant job, as many animals would be quite eager to make a meal of the defenseless embryos. Orange-throat darters sneak in and nab the eggs right from the rock ceiling, until Dad comes in for the rescue. The fantail darter's eggs are well developed, with striking eyes and a large yolk sac. They will likely hatch soon, relieving him of his duty. Though turtles often nest in the summer and hatch in the fall, hatchlings often overwinter in the nest and emerge the following spring. These hatchling common snapping turtles have found their way to the water and must take shelter for many years until they are large enough to not have to worry about most predators. All of these species form a diverse aquatic community that can serve as an indicator of water quality and ecosystem health. Freshwater life around the globe is going extinct more rapidly than marine or terrestrial life, and about 1/3 of all freshwater species are threatened with extinction. It is important to conserve these animals and their habitats because their water is our water. We can all help to improve water quality in Indiana by keeping lawn chemicals and fertilizers to a minimum, not dumping anything into storm drains, and maintaining a buffer zone of vegetation around streams to prevent soil erosion. These measures will help ensure that our aquatic communities are around for years to come.